welcome to Tuesday's Technology Tip. We have with us today Lisa Jones, a 4th grade teacher from Holly Springs Motley Elementary. As you all know, we have rolled out Hapara for grades K through 12. We have teachers kind of at all stages in the implementation process, and they're using it in many varied ways. So Ms. Jones is here with us today to share some tips and tricks about what she has learned so far with using Hapara. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So before Ms. Jones starts sharing with us, I would like to ask her just a few questions about Hapara. First of all, what do you like best about Hapara?
I love that I can control what they're on, and I can monitor how many tabs they have open and where they're working.
Okay. And how has Hapara helped you as a teacher the most?
I love that I can focus what they're viewing. I can send out what I need them on, and if you do the focus, that's all they can go to. So it gives you a lot of options. You can send it out to the whole class, you can send it out to select students, you can send it out to an individual student. So it has a lot of flexibility.
Okay, so as far as the workshop model, how has Hapara helped you with differentiation?
Oh, it's been huge. In my ELA class, I have different reading groups. So I've created the reading groups within Hapara, and I can send out 2 different texts to one group that they're supposed to use to create a Venn diagram. For another group, I can send out a different website that maybe has a game that they could play to work on a certain reading skill. And if children are struggling with something, I can send out individual things to those kids.
Really good. Okay. So I know you can send out messages to students. So have you done that to provide like positive feedback?
Yes. So as they finish assignments and I can see what they're doing, I can send them a message of not only good job on this, you did excellent, but I can also tell them what I need them to do next, or if I need to modify what I'd planned on doing based on what they have just done, I can also say, now I need you to go to this and send that out to them.
So now that your students are aware of Hapara, how have they responded to that?
They love getting the messages. The first time I sent out messages to people, they brought me their Chromebook so they could show me that they got the message. So they were very excited about it too. And they know that I can send them things now. So it's so much easier than them having to find a link or type in a URL. They'll say, can you send that to me? And it's been really good.
So what about for the student who may not be on task? How has the messages helped with that?
That has helped more with my ability to focus their browsing. So you can send different links and it opens up a tab for them. And if you do a focused browsing, that is all they can go to, is what you have asked them to go to. So this morning when I had a child on a Pokemon website, I exited him out of that and did a focused browsing for him on what I needed him on, and that's all he could go to. And if he exited out of it, it just reloaded back to that one thing.
Very good.
So very useful, very useful.
So at this time, we're going to have Ms. Jones to share with us some of the other tips and tricks and what she's learned so far in using Hapara.
So with Hapara, once I open up a classroom, I can go to Highlights, and from there I can see what each child has open and what they're currently working on. If I click on their active tab, it will actually take me to what they're doing. I can also send messages to either the whole class, groups, or specific students. I can create and share files, and it shares it to their Google Drive. One other neat feature is that I can create groups within my classroom. So let me change classes to my language arts. And you can see I've already got groups set up for their reading groups. To rename a group, you just click on it, backspace. So I've got that for it to show each of my groups, or I can show just one group. Another really excellent feature is the ability to open tabs for a class. So what you do is you just copy and paste the URL. Of whatever you need to send to them. And then you can decide whether this is going to the whole class or to just a few students or to a certain group. So I need to send these to 2 of my reading groups. From here, I can decide on whether I need a focus browsing. If I do this, this is the only thing that will show on their Chromebook until I end the focus browsing session. I can also schedule when this goes out to them. So for the 2 reading groups that I selected, it now shows that the 2 URLs that I sent out to them are on their Chromebooks. So to set up the groups, if you go to the 3 little dots beside a child's name, and from that menu select Edit Groups, you can select which group you want them to be in, or if they're in multiple groups. And then once you've decided which group they need to go in, once you hit the X button, it puts them in that group, and you can tell it by the color coding up above their names. And you can also see it if you click on a particular group, it shows that group's work.
So thank you for sharing with us today what you have learned about Hapara. We're glad that you were able to come and create this video for us.
Thank you. It's very useful, and I'm really thankful to be in a district that recognized the need and provided what we needed as teachers.
Well, very good. We're glad that you're using it and using it well. So, as always, please remember that if you have a tech tip that you would like to share, just send me an email and we'll be sure and schedule you for a time to come and share with us. We hope you have a great week.